order, everybody. Alright. Let me know if the music's too loud, too quiet. If I'm too loud, too quiet. Let me know if everything's going a-okay at the moment. But I think we are all lined up, I think. Slide the music, that's what I suspected. We'll turn that down a bit. I had to change all my sound volumes last night because if you weren't aware, I played Peak with the wonderful This Is Ruby OK, but everything on my sound system has changed. I didn't think of that until after I hit go live. Coffee is wonderful. Coffee is also a great decongestant. I keep waking up a bit fluey in the morning, but we're doing better. We're going to go here, so make sure we got everything set up. Cool. Right, we're professional. We're doing this. Cassie, hello. Can't fall back to sleep, so I guess I'm hanging here again. Oh, and you got the flu? Rough. Yeah, I had a bit of a sniffly cold, but I'm feeling much better. And hello to Laura, Stardust, Mana, Mandy, Zoe, Yana, Pauline. I think that's everyone. Welcome in, everyone. Kia ora. So yeah, I am feeling mostly better. I'm not 100% better, but I'm definitely better. But also I get sick very easily. I get sick easily. I sometimes stay sick for a long time. Sometimes it goes pretty quickly. It's the joys of immune compromised, and right now with my teeth I'm also very run down. So yeah, we have days where I feel more alive and days where I feel flat, but that's pretty consistent for anyone with a chronic illness, you know? Yeah, but Cassie, the flu again. I know you just got over the flu too, so yeah, it's rough. It's rough. Hi, Catherine. No, that's all good, Stardust. It was a odd time, I'm aware. So it's all good. Yeah. What did I even do last night? The timing is what works better for, obviously Ruby is also Kiwi, so it was about 7 PM Kiwi time that we played. So yeah, it was really fun. It was my first time playing the game. I'm not a huge gamer, but I had a lot of fun. A lot of that is to do with the lovely Ruby though. She's a delight to be around and had a lot of fun. But yeah, had a reasonable night's sleep for once and then woke up, and today is injection day, so my hope is that I've already administered this, don't worry. But my hope is that kicks into system and we start feeling even more energetic and awake and alive, even more than coffee, because that is my injection that basically tells my immune system to calm the F down, to stop attacking my joints and my organs and instead just stop, which is also why I don't have an immune system. So that's the catch-22, is it chills my immune system down so that, you know, things calm down, but yeah, also means no immune system, which is why I get run down a lot. And that's okay, that's the price we pay, and it helps a lot, and we're doing good, you know? It's the hand we got dealt, we make the most of it, and I'm doing okay. So we are back today with good old Kerby Rosanes. Bedtime for you, Laura, all good. And Amanda, hello. Right, I need to bring this down a bit, cover my face slightly, and then bring us back over here. I think my immune system is in the trash. I lost her, she's gone. Yeah, it's immunity is important, but also, whew, yeah, it can be a problem sometimes. So yeah, these, so what I have, ankylosing spondylitis, is an autoimmune inflammatory arthritis. If you have never heard of AS, which a lot of people haven't, it is basically, instead of when something attacks my system and makes me sick, my immune system goes, oh, okay, and attacks my back or my organs. It's mostly back. I just have a subtype that is peripheral presentation, so it also attacks every other part of my body. Because, you know, I've got to do something extra well. I can't just get the basic. I have to do the most. So yeah, and because it attacks my back, and in particular the space between your discs, it's almost like scoliosis, my back, in terms of fusing and bending, and like kind of like a bamboo is what my back is kind of happening. So yeah, that's the fun of it. We cope though. Like, again, I try not to dive too much into it or be too sad about it, because there are worse people out there. It doesn't invalidate your experience. Just like if anyone is like, oh, I've got a sore back, and then they look at me, this happens so often of people going, oh, I've got a sore back, and then they realize I'm there and they're like, oh, sorry. It's like, it doesn't invalidate the fact you have a sore back just because I always have a sore back. Like, no. Yeah, but we just focus on the positives, we focus on the glitters, and we focus on what brings us joy, because that's how you stay through it. Some days it's harder than others, but yeah, just find a positive and focus on it. Hi, Amy. Yeah, immune system, it gets sick very easily, and it's also helping other people understand. Like, this is a big thing. I am very grateful for COVID in the sense that now masks are a lot more common, and people are a little bit more aware of that. I wish it was more like in Japan, for example. If you're the slightest bit sick, you wear a mask, and it's not to keep yourself safe, it's to keep everyone else safe. But I am grateful that with COVID, it is a lot more commonplace for people to wear masks now, so I can go out in public and wear masks, which I do sometimes, like particularly if I'm going places where I know it's going to be crowded, or you know, a lot of congestion. Like, every time I do the supermarket, I get sick. So yeah, wearing a mask at the supermarket and stuff like that. Amy, you inspired me to smother Kerby page in glitter and shimmer. Yes. Yeah. There's always positive things around you. You just have to look for it. Exactly. And I admit some days are harder than others, but you can find those things to focus on. And again, this is why I say share your glitters, even if it's small microscopic glitters. Like, you were coloring and you found a new shade of purple and you love that particular shade of purple. Like, it's such a small thing, but enough small positivities can turn out to be stronger than one negative. So yeah, and it doesn't mean that we're saying you can't ever feel negative or sad or anything like that. Like, we all do. We all have days that it's harder than others. It also takes a lot of practice, but just keep practicing, just keep finding those small things, and they'll get easier and easier to find. Gonna get coffee and boot up the PC, back in a few minutes. All good, Cassie. Okay, so today you should be, I've turned autofocus off. It keeps wanting to turn itself on every time I turn on the camera, but I think it's also slightly out of focus again. I wish. It's the internal Windows computer that does this. It defaults to focus every time, and I'm like, will you just stay where I set the focus? One day. Okay. It's not even the actual camera software, which is what I normally use for focusing because it's got better controls. It's the internal Windows software. It's like, I have a control system already. Anyway, so this is where we left off last time. So we did the background of this page. So this is Alien Worlds by Kerby Rosanes. This is one of my favorite Kirby's, where everything is alien, which makes it really fun. And I'm part of the Alien Worlds Data Explorers group, where we pretend to be basically space explorers, and we work our way through the planet. So we have been working our way in order. I did start this book before I joined that group, so I have some towards the back that is done. But I'm up to planet 4, which is a futuristic planet. And you can see by my inspiration sheet here that I really want to do like a future cyberpunky neon, you know, glowing this. I want to create this. I've never done anything like this. I don't know if I'll pull it off, but we're going to try. So this one here in particular is providing a lot of inspiration for this page, which is why we started with the gradient in the background. I don't know exactly if we're going to pull this off. Again, we're figuring this out as we go along. I've got a couple of ideas, but I'm not 100%. So we're going to figure it out and see what we can come up with. So we did the background with Prismas. I have recorded the colors just in case I need them again. So make sure I've got all these. And if by some miracle we not only get this entire page completed and we have a little bit of time, I'm going to try and smash out my other completed page, because of course it's the final day of the month for me here in Aotearoa. It's the 31st, so you know, we want to wrap up those whips and be done for the month. And I did not get completed pages filmed yesterday. I was doing a bunch of other things. It depends on what I'm colouring. Prismas are also very creamy and smooth to lay down, Amanda, so they go down really fast as well, which helps. Right. So I think I need to start by grabbing out a couple more colours. We can all chill there for a moment. We want to find you and you. So that's our neon orange, neon pink. That's a worry how little neon pink we have. So I think that's another one I need to add to my we need to order this list. I might try and keep a bright beside each of them to help blend them in. So that's the brightest orange. And then which pink do we want to go with the pink? This is a black. I was like, wow. And yeah, the black was easy too because it was like there was already a light coat down. I'm thinking it's going to be that one. Because I feel like this is going to pale it. Ooh, but it does keep the neon more smooth. I actually like the rose pink. Although there's not much left of you either. Ugh. Moment of truth. Do we have any spears in here? Get out of there, chocolate. Okay, so we do have another pink. Okay, that'll pretty much solve it because we'll swap it out for that one. And at least I can do base if I can't do neon. So I'm going to have to do a pencil order for certain because that's not going to be enough neon pink to do all these planets. It hopefully is enough to do this page. So that gives us some neon pink, neon orange. We already have some blue. I think we probably need some purples as well. It's probably a good color to pull out. A lot of my purples are very, very small. Just pulling them out for now. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's pretty much going to be what we need is pink, orange, purple, blues. Maybe some more greys, like dark black greys. Okay. It's probably more likely we'll do the trick we did with the black where we blend colours into it. Okay, I can't procrastinate anymore. I need to start actually figuring this out. Alright, so we do have a sense of depth when we look at this in terms of the buildings, because we've got the side, it fades to here, and if we look at this again, this example that I'm kind of taking a bit of inspiration of because it works quite well with the perspective. Same with this one here where we've got this one in the distance, and you can kind of see they're just in there slightly blue, but you've got more detail, crisp edges on the side, and then it goes softer and softer down. So I think we'll start with that. So we've got a couple of little holes in here, so that's a place that we can put some colour. We can do this channel path here as a colour. I think that's probably going to be it, is figuring out what are we going to make glow, what is like, you know, where do we put the orange and the pink, and then it's the purple and the blues around it. Feels like the way to go. Odd question, Amy. Do you like Starjoy gold pencils? I have never tried them. I cannot answer that question, Catherine. Alright, let's make you orange. So I'm just going to start by basically putting down a flat orange colour for now. And then I will do this channel pathway pink. For some reason I'm doing the neutral colour first, and it should be the fluoro first because that's really the colour we want. You need an extender. It is pouring down with rain. It is. Last night was thunder and lightning. It started pretty much immediately after I finished drawing with Ruby, so it was like really good timing because it was like these massive booms of thunder and cracks of lightning, which would have shown up behind me in the windows and could have been quite cool, but yeah, just not ideal. So worked out well in terms of timing, but the cat, poor cat, was so scared, and he's being an annoying little shit today. I know I swore there, but that's really how annoying he's being, because he clawed right up my legs twice today, and I tripped over him already twice today, and nearly wiped out. He knows he's not meant to get underfoot, but he's doing it to be annoying because he's upset because he wants more food, even though he's being fed. He's just like, no, you're not giving me the exact thing I want, so I'm going to annoy you as much as possible. Yeah. I've had the AC off for 2 weeks now. Spectacular weather, windows open, enjoying the deck. Oh, that sounds lovely, Yana. That sounds like the way to be. Okay, so if that is where we're putting that, and then like I could always work in some extra colour somewhere else. Like maybe we can make this pole. This is a Juddy Outy pole, so I think we'll make that orange. I know right now it's not. Trust the process. Trust the process, folks. Alright, so I want that to be recessed, because it goes backwards. That's recessed. Yeah. I think that'll work. Okay. I'm sad we are almost in September. Summer flew by way too fast. Yeah, actually that's a good point. We're officially in spring here in Aotearoa as of tomorrow. It's definitely spring rain at the moment. Gosh, my hair's getting really long. I need to chop it off again. I want to chop probably about that much off again. Ugh. Just noticed how long it's getting. This is why I normally tie it up. Okay, so we want some black because that's the other contrast is our darker areas. So you're definitely in shadow. So we're going to shadow you. Doesn't mean that you're not also getting some light, but we'll shadow you a little bit. I'm going to move to your place so I can follow summer year round. Well, our summer officially starts in December, but honestly, like, January, February is usually a bit warmer. Sometimes we have the summer Christmas, but sometimes it can still be a wet, cold Christmas. February is our stinking hot month. I really don't like February. And that's when school always started up and it was always so hot. And I was like, ugh. Like, February is just like no-go month. Okay. So if we treat these like... I think we'll also use our light blue. Because we've also got like sky highlight reflex. My tip of that one just snapped. Cool. There might be another one with a broken core. A few of my Prismas do have broken cores. So you get a lovely light blue highlight edge. And then essentially across the top here would as well. I'm going to make that pole that's sticking up. That's also. Okay. I think we'll get just a bit more pink on the side, just because it'll help balance out. We're going to make you pink. And then we will highlight the edge with blue. And I need, did I ever get out of white? Probably not. Double A, Zoe, kia ora, kia ora, kia ora, kia ora. Welcome in. Welcome in, lovelies. How are we doing? Oh, don't you start running those. Don't you start running. Alright, where's my coffee? Ooh. So I know it's like we haven't done a lot yet. It's once I get this down, it's gonna be good. I just have to get this part down. But you can see I've kind of just planned out a couple of sections of color, a couple of the areas that are neon glow, a couple of the darker sections. It's gonna just take me a hot minute to figure out how I'm gonna approach this, because again, I'm making this up on the spot. I have no idea. I've never done this before. But if this works and I get this down and it translates like I'm imagining in my head, then we're going to be good. It's the same as when we did the shadows page in Leon's Journey, where I had that idea for the background in my head, but I couldn't explain it until I kind of did it, and then it did come together in the end, thank God. So hopefully we'll get the same thing here. And this is why it's kind of hard for me to explain new techniques, because I'm like, I don't know, I'm figuring it out as I go along. There's no way to do it because it's called figure it out. And then ... dab, dab, dab. Okay. That's our indifferent blue, and then we have our purple, which is also going to be a lot of our building colour. have a little bit of black here just to help distinguish between the buildings. And then I'm gonna... No, that would be the highlight edge. Because we're treating this like this is also the center of the light and it's coming out that way. So, little bit, but really light, subtle change here. You return. Welcome back, Cassie. I hope we're all doing well out there, and if you are lurking, enjoying your lurk. Right, let's treat that as a recess. Okay. Straight across there. No, I don't want that to be the edge. Making it up as we go along with no plan. Think I'm going to play more Death Stranding today? Do it. I've been playing a bit of video games recently. I'm still working on discounting. I'm working on that second playthrough because every playthrough I've seen of it online, everyone chooses the option that we did. So I'm really determined to get to that second option again. Plus I've just been like, well, I've only got one thing left to do to 100% it. But they have announced that they are going to be expanding and releasing more content because it's just done so well. So, yeah. And then, yeah, last night I played a bunch of Peak and really enjoyed that. I want to play some more Peak at some point just to try and get better at the controls. But yeah, I did really enjoy Peak. Such a simple little game. Very, very fun. And I've been kind of itching to play some more Lego. I love Lego games. I'm half lurking. That's all good. You enjoy your half lurk. Alright, so for our dark areas, let's mix black. What do we got? Dioxazine blue and indifferine. Make a really dark purple blue. Layer it together so our colours will smush lovely like. Sounds like Mum is heading out. Is Peak the mountain climbing one? It is indeed, Amy. Peak looks fun. I haven't played that yet. It's a very fun multiplayer. I know you have a standing multiplayer games night. Like, I can see it being a fun thing. Like, it's a fun game, but I think the charm of it comes playing with other people. And it is very replayable because the island that you're climbing changes every day. So you get like 24 hours to beat that peak, and then a new one generates, which is very, very cool. A little bit lighter at the top. And white. My husband has been playing that a lot. He keeps showing me clips. He accidentally ate his friend. Yeah. Yeah, that is an optional option. I turned that off. I also turned off bugs. Or like, I think it's like the spiders in particular, just in case. Because it's streaming it, so it's like, we'll make things comfy. But yeah, definitely had a lot of fun with that one. Was definitely up too late and probably drank a little bit too much cider while playing it, but I had fun. That's the main thing. Yeah, you can technically, there's a cannibalism option. So if your friends die, you can eat them. Because you have a hunger mechanic. I was up till 2 AM gaming, but it's the weekend. Exactly, it's the weekend. Unless you're somebody who normally works weekends. Then it's not really your weekend. I had to pop into my old workplace because I used to work retail years and years and years ago. But my old boss is still there and some of the staff that I worked with are still there. But I had to pop into my workplace on the weekend. I was like, I don't miss this place at all, because popping in on a weekend day, it's like, yeah, I remember how busy this place gets. Don't miss it. Very glad to not be working retail anymore. Shout out to people who do work retail. So like people like me can pop in and grab bits. The music's a wee bit loud. Thank you, Double A. We did turn it down, but I'll turn it down some more. Actually, it'll probably be across here. That's the problem. I changed all my sound systems for peak because I needed to. Oh, that'll be why. For some reason, audio is coming through headphones still. No, wait. The speakers count as headphones because they're plugged in. Ignore that. All right. Yeah, Spotify's a mix. Right, we'll turn Spotify down a bit. Let me know if that helps. I'll give a delay. Otherwise I can turn down Spotify some more. It's funny that me working equals more colouring time. I love that you get to colour at work. I used to colour at work when I went into the office. Not all the time, but I used to go in and cover. When I first was working here full time, I didn't because I was doing a lot of extra jobs. But then I used to actually go into the building and cover for a co-worker. But when I was in, my only job was basically answering phones because of my immune compromising and the fact that I couldn't take my walking frame into the lab. So the phone room is a clean room, so I could go in there. No, I wasn't handling specimens at the lab, and I could answer the phones. I had some other tasks as well, but my primary job was there to answer phones. So it meant a very chill day, which is great. And I used to bring a colouring book. Yeah. So yeah, good times. All right. I've turned that down. Let me know if I need to turn it down lower. Thanks for letting me know. Right. You seen art tech, Zoe? Yes. I did the Joanna Basford's Rooms of Wonder keys. Ooh, I did one in Joanna. I think Rooms of Wonder, Worlds of Wonder. I did one recently. Yeah, that's better. Oh, good. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, that's so sweet. I love the palette. Oh, I see. We've got another one through. Get that one. That's pretty too. So much prettiness. Okay. That, and boom. Sorry, got to resize. Obviously, I zoomed right in for something. Come here. Right. This is the beautiful Zoe's page. Look at that harmonious color palette. That is just so pretty. Like the soft pink with that dark blue and then the soft green and brown. Such a pretty palette, Zoe. So pretty. It is Eerie World Traveler, isn't it? I'm sure I've done this one too. Mine is like very vibrant though, and I have regrets. And now I want to do it all pretty like this. It's very pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. I need to colour some more Eerie. It's been a while. And then we have the beautiful Ashley. Look at this. This is, I believe you sent through the flowers to us for a while ago. and we hadn't seen the center there. I'm sure this flower up the top here. Oop, this one here. I'm sure that one came through to us. Now we get the full page, and look at this gloriousness. Oh, it's still oversized. Why am I oversizing things today? Probably because I'm not. I'm a professional streamer. That's better. But absolutely gorgeous. Love the purples. Like all the different warm and cool purples. So pretty. Both so good. So good. I see I've got a bunch of new messages. So yeah. Alright. Yeah, the shower with the little fish shadows. So good. Oh my gosh, you all are working on such cool stuff. Okay. Alright, so back to this one. So this one is Amy's. Which, yes, Kerby page. It looks like it's full of shimmer. All that detail around it. You seen the other one? Oh, good. I'll grab that one in a moment too. Love the background. Love the outline of the water, and I can see there's a bunch of shimmer down here. So pretty. If I press control here, yeah, cheetah zoom up. Yeah. You don't tell me what to do, browser. I know how to zoom you up. That's so cool. Kerby is always so. Metallic shimmer watercolors, literally everything. I just want to make a mess and have fun. That is the best attitude to have, Amy, while coloring. Just give it a go. Just have fun with it. Yeah. And it looks like you're having fun on the page. It looks like such a fun page. I don't actually think I've colored this Kerby, so it's really cool to see. Beautiful job. Well done, Amy. And then, oh, let me go here. This one is Pauline's. Alright, Pauline's. Just making sure I've got the right person. And we'll do the same thing again. We can zoom in a little bit. Is this Christine Vogel or is this someone else? Either way, gorgeous blend here. Gorgeous blend. Also, this is so cute because it's a mouth and look at the little mushroom purple and and the froggy and the beetle is holding the yarn. It is Christine Vogel. Should get one of her books one day. I don't really need more books, but look, they're all holding strands of yarn. Like the moss, yeah, the way that it's got that browny undertone. And if you notice, right now, everything has like a yellow tint to it too. So everything's really harmonious. It's just like, it's really well done. It's gorgeous. That blending is so smooth. Well done, Pauline. It looks gorgeous. And then we have my blank. Sorry, because so many of them came through. Amanda's. Oh, excellent. We have the other half there, so open that one in queue. Right, we have Amanda's key page from Rooms of Wonder. Which, look at these metallic gloriousness. Now, we actually have two of these because we have a zoom in as well. Which, look at all that detail. I'm working with a palette to make this a colour along. Nice. Good idea, Pauline. Like, a page like this is so unappealing. Okay, no. let me reword that, because don't think I'm saying here I don't like the page. I love the page. I look at this page uncolored and I'm like, I don't want to color that. Like, it's keys. It's boring. I don't want to color that, you know? So the fact of seeing it with the color is just so, so wonderful, because it's so much more appealing to see it colored. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Hi, Sammy. Yeah, they do look realistic. It also looks like you've used a bit of shimmer or metallic. Yeah, wallpaper pages, and like things where it's just, it's this is something that I usually avoid so much. So it's beautiful to see it done, and it's like, wow, you've done really well. Like, look at this copper key right here, and look at the different tones that are in the copper. Like, that's a patina style effect. That is really, really gorgeous. Oh, sorry, I have to just do that for 2 seconds so I can go back to Twitch and allow, because that is the wrong. Yeah, no, auto mod for it was to do not with coloring. So you're good, right, bring that back up. Yeah, just absolutely stunning. I get what you mean. That's why I did it first, because I want to do this whole book. And yes, a wee bit of metallic, really cheap markers. Cheap markers are where it's at. Like, I brought this yesterday for 20 bucks. It's cheap markers. I'll show you the thing in a moment. But I was like, this looks cool. Plus, it's a pretty tin. I'm a sucker for a pretty tin. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Like, again, stunning. Look at this one up here. Absolutely stunning. Wow, well done. Because metals are difficult. Right, we have another Zoe one. Yes, because this is Zoe's half of the Buddy Colour with Ashley. So we got the same page again, but done in a completely different palette. Which, first off, shinies! Shinies! We love shinies. But, oh my god, those colours, so, so beautiful. Love, love, love. And it's cool to see it in a completely different colorway too. Hold up, I'm gonna go back here and bring up Ashley's again, so we can, and I'll do the same thing over here with this one too, because why not? Because I have the power. Go mad with power. Okay, everything, oh, that's why. Reset everything. It's like, why is everything so big? Reset. Okay. So I can bring this back up now. So, Zoe's gorgeous page. Make it a little bigger. And then we can go over to Ashley's gorgeous page. So yeah, you can see just how much the page changes just by changing the color palette. Ashley, Zoe, Ashley, Zoe, Ashley, Zoe. But yeah, it's so cool to see. Love, love, love the vibrancy. Also, that pink to purple blend. Yeah. Pink blend on the flowers. So pretty. It's like cool versus warm. Very much. Yeah. Very much. So cool. Georgie Girl Colours, kia ora. You did come in at a perfect time. We are showing off a bunch of art tacks. Love, love, love art tacks. Yeah, the shell is delicious. Both such excellent jobs. And then we have Ashley's Buddy Colour here, which, as you can see, is also another Ashley and Zoe one. So, again, gorgeous, gorgeous palette. So, this one we had the pale pink and the blue with the browns. This one we've got pale blue and purple and browns. And again, very harmonious and very lovely. So, so, so good. Yeah, colouring together a lot and I'm loving it. I'm so glad that the two of you are colouring. I need to do some more buddies. I'm kind of missing buddies, so I'm kind of thinking about doing some buddies next month, but I haven't got any set plans of what I want to colour next month, so it's a bit hard to be like, buddies when I'm like, I don't even know what I want to colour. So I'm kind of looking forward to what everyone else puts out for their plans and then kind of messaging people and going, hey, I think I want to colour that one too. I think that's how I'm going to approach it this month, and just look at what everyone else is doing and see who I can buddy with. But yeah. Zoe, Ashley, Zoe, Ashley, Zoe, Ashley. But yeah, excellent job, both of you. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, y'all, for all your wonderful art taxes. Oh, Amy, I did a silly thing the other day. Watch your silly thing. I haven't even opened this yet. I just got Suede because it's also a pretty tin. I will have to put some stickers over it because I want to cover up that. But without that, it's such a pretty tin. I ordered a Hoo Hoo markers. Didn't realise they're not the brush ones I wanted, just the regular ones. Oh no! You did. You Amazoned it, didn't you? Like, you can return and reorder. I am still looking. I am debating. Yeah. I've been putting money aside for tea. And part of me is like, I could just buy a big set of Ohuhus. I don't need a big set of Ohuhus. I have a bunch of Copics. I should really just get more Copics. Copics are easier to get, but there is a person in New Zealand and yada 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 yada. You know. I just like the idea of buying a big set and being done. That's the main. So yeah, there's a bunch of different sizes in here. It was only $20, so as long as they're semi-reasonable paint pens, like, they look like knockoff Poscas. Like, they feel alright for cheap paint pens. As long as they've got some opacity, I'm all good with it. There's a good range of colours, which is what really excited me. Like, got a few different colours. There's also a couple of neons, which I thought would be... For now, working in Mocha on the character page. Oh, that's the Cat's Magical Store. Mocha? Is that what you're meaning? Because if you want to do more in that one, let me know, because I kind of want to do some Japanese books this month, and Cat's Magical General Store is one of them I was looking at. Ooh, because I've done the character page, but if you decide you want to do another page there and you want another buddy, I will be down. But yeah, you can see there's quite a few different colours. So yeah. I think I will resell a gift if I don't end up making them work. Yeah, so they can still... You can still blend with bullet tip chisel nib. It's a lot harder, but you can blend. The brush is definitely easier for blending. But yeah. Like, there's enough cool out there that I'm sure you'll be able to sell them. Love that cat. Yeah. Which actually reminds me too, depending how I feel, Elizabeth, I might try and do some more in the Squill Ancient Town Buddy one that we were talking about this month. Might try and get some more done in that one too, that we've had sitting there for a while. But again, we'll see how I feel. Okay. Well, first though, I want to figure out this neon page. So, that was a good distraction, so I didn't have to think. But now I have to think. And thinking sucks. Okay, so this is definitely like a darker part. So let's put some purple in here. And then I've been doing a highlight right down the edge, but the highlights are more towards the top. Like they do. Yeah, because we actually get more like pinks and purples reflecting from the ground as we go down. So I'll do a little bit of purple. Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll message after stream. And figure it out. Oh, my nose is gonna stop running. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, so adding in a bit more blue. Blend out our purple a bit more. Gotta stop shrimping. Oh, no shrimp. I did that so much last night. It's so bad. No shrimp. And then when I stood up after like hunching over and playing a video game for ages, I was like, oh, no, no, no. Right. Okay, I think we're doing okay. Again, we're gonna be making this up as we go along. We're just gonna hope I can word. We're gonna hope I can word. We're gonna hope that it comes together. So I'm trying to kind of create sort of like this dark view of the building here. I think we need a little bit more black. We may even need to get some grey into it. Just layering up the tones. And then I think we'll do the same idea for here. And then we can do the neon orange glow around it once we've done the two sides. It will hopefully give you a sense of what we're doing. So, same idea for in here. So mixing like purple, blue, bunch of black. Just make a really nice dark color. Whee. Oh my goodness, I keep wanting to yawn. Part of me actually really wants to grab an energy drink, and I do have energy drinks in the fridge, but I've actually gone almost 2 weeks without an energy drink. I'm like, so yeah, I've actually cut my caffeine right down, and honestly, I don't feel any better for it, but I just wanted to see. Wanted to see if I would maybe feel better if I cut out some more caffeine. Honestly, no change. But, hey, can't hurt to try. We'll give it a while. Okay, go make another cup of coffee if need be. Oh my goodness. Which might be the case. Okay. So I'm using a little bit of burnishing just to bring the colours together, but we need to kind of not burnish too much around the orange because I want some room to layer out an orange glow. So I'll just some of these darker areas. You can still kind of keep layering. I'm not like pressing super hard to burnish, it's just there's enough layers there. With a little bit more pressure I can smush them together. I was looking at, I have an app on my phone that tells me how long it's been since, it's like Quipzilla, it's used to sort of track, you know, how long have you given up smoking for, how long have you given this up for. You can choose what you're tracking in it, so I use that to track vaping. That's how I started tracking it. And we are so close to hitting 6 months vape free. I'm still very proud of that. There are days I do want to get a vape. Yesterday it was pretty strong. I really wanted a vape yesterday. I was like, nope, don't need it. Don't need it. Okay. So you get a little bit of highlight. You get a little bit of highlight. You on the edge would also get a bit of a highlight. Okay, I think our neon building's starting to come together. Like I'm starting to see it. And then we need a bit of white. And then, now time for the weird orange. So, blend around it. This neon orange is a little on the translucent side, so of course that's why we also have a actual pencil. So what we've basically done is, this is a good place to show it, is we've got a solid coloured centre and then we've got some light colour around it, like the light is going over it. And then the other thing that we need to do is create a really bright white centre, because if you look at like neon tubing, they have white for the light in the centre, but then it's the colour radiating around it. So that's kind of my plan for creating like the neon lights. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that one. It was a lot harder to give up than cigarettes, and honestly I'm aware if I started vaping it's all downhill. It's just you can't let myself have one. It is difficult. So to anyone that's trying to give up, it is possible, but yes, you're right, it's hard, but you got this. Right. So a little bit lighter in the center. Oh, I'd never let the orange glow around it, so a little bit up there. Hopefully this will read sort of like a neon orange light up the side of this building. think that kind of reads as a neon light. With that white line in the center. Like, I think we maybe need to extend out a bit of the orange for like the light glow, but it's doable. Yeah, I think I kind of do read that as neon. I think that'll work. Like, it's not perfect, I'm aware, but I'm pretty pleased with that neon effect. I'm gonna make this neon too, because it kind of feels neon. It's so bright up here. Why not? It's a neon city. Yeah. Definitely glowy. Yeah. Definitely like when you're getting a very burnished. I don't know if you can see, so like the orangey glowing around it. I promise there is orange around it. Okay, just do that all over the page. So much to do all over the page, but now I kind of think that the idea will work. It's just now slowly working our way through, doing it bit by bit. Just passing by. I love what you did with the page. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I am very much liking how it's progressing. Got a lot of work to go, but it's a start. And as we get more and more done, we'll be good. Okay. So, wait. Now that we kind of have a plan, just start working our way through. See if we can pull off more of it. Oh, runny nose. So I hope you're all doing well out there. Have had a moment of joy, a little bit of glitter. Something that has gone well. I just remembered I have candy. And I'm like, candy. I still have a couple mandarins. I did actually finish my breakfast before stream today, if you didn't notice. I was shocked. But that's because I didn't actually technically finish my breakfast, but I just moved some fruit to morning tea. It's like, I'm not actually eating when we go live. Part of that is also because there wasn't enough milk for me to make porridge. So I had something else for breakfast instead. Excuse me. Alright, that part I definitely want it darker because we want that to look like it's recessed in. Make sure you hydrate. Also, if you need to take your meds, make sure you're taking your meds. Excuse me. Keep yawning. Maybe I do need to make another coffee. What is the time? 10 o'clock. We've only been live for an hour. It's only been an hour since I just... Not even an hour since I finished my coffee. It's because I'm getting relaxed. I'm in cozy mode. This one's going to be where it gets quite tricky because it's a very narrow channel that we're trying to blend through, but we'll figure it out. We always do. A little bit of a glow this side, just so it's clear it's different from the background. Bit more indifferent blue to blend this out. And a bit more pale light. I think we'll start bringing in some white too. So you might be able to get away with not even using a white on these narrower sections. Just sort of glow out a little bit, maybe. I just did a random number generation thing to pick all my autumn themed pages and it was so fun. Also makes me more excited to colour. I like having a plan. Yeah, the random generation of pages can be really fun. pulls out things that you maybe wouldn't consider, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, these definitely, some months I like having a very clear plan, and then some months I'm like, we'll wing it. But it's definitely, especially when you've got a lot of, like, choice can be overwhelming. So having a more narrower field of choices, like, sometimes playing videos aren't necessarily like, I'm going to colour all of this. It's just about, I've limited my choices from 400 to 10. And that can make it a bit easier to just focus on, but it doesn't mean you're not going to entirely change your mind. Oh, that's a few cracks as well. Whew. I think everybody needs to do a little stretch. I hate choice, yeah. Definitely, like, it can get very overwhelming when it's like, what do I want to colour? I'm usually pretty good at working out what I'm in the mood to colour though, so that's why some months it's not actually good for me to have a plan, because I need to just follow my instincts of what I want to colour in the moment. But I know there are a lot of people that do get very overwhelmed with decision paralysis, and it's like, what do I colour? So that's definitely where having less options is a good thing. What have I done here? Why are you not cooperating? I don't know. Just want to tie my hair back. It's annoying me too much. It's long enough to plait. Definitely time to lob a big amount off again. Yeah, I don't necessarily think it's a newbie thing, because I know experienced colorists who still do it as well. I think it's just about finding what works for you and how you colour. Again, there's no wrong way to colour, so if you are not, like, you need random drawers or you need to not have a plan, you need to have a plan. Like, as long as it works for you, that's what's important at the end of the day. Colouring is so beautifully personal. That's what I feared. That's right, this pencil's cracked on the inside. We had this problem last time. That's why there was a bunch of pencil lead bits all over my desk. Because you're another one that has to go in the reorder because the core of it is shattered. I remember this now. So I need to, after stream today, I'm going to have to place an order and get a few pencils in. Because this was, when we started this page, a brand new pencil. And we've already gone down that much because the core is shattered, plus we've used it a bunch. Sharpen a bunch of you. Hopefully you're not over sharpened. I need you to get right into those tiny areas. So many tiny areas. more. If we smooth you out, I think we might have it. Need a bunch more. Oh, you need a sharpen too. A lot of pencil use it is. That's right, this is another one where we've lost the core. Yeah, so again, I got gifted a bunch of old Prismas from somebody, but a lot of them have really broken cores. So they're gonna shatter even more than Prismas usually shatter. So, oh gosh, that one's, yeah. Alright, I think. Oh, no, another. Hello, Brittany. Look at this. That's a long message, but yes, you are correct. If you have any qualms about medication, contact the person that prescribed it and talk to them. Talk to a doctor. They are the medical experts. We are not. That reminds me, I went to Tesco today and they were already starting to put out Christmas stuff, all the chocolate mince pies. Yeah, I saw chocolates recently in the supermarket too. And I have been seeing all year, our supermarket has been stocking hot cross buns, which are an Easter thing. And I'm like, this is just like wrong. But yeah, there was something I read the other day about someone talking online about the fact that Christmas chocolates are already out, and I'm like, well, I mean, I'm not surprised because they are made months in advance, but like, no. But yeah, I was in a couple of stores yesterday. Obviously Halloween stuff is coming out, but then to start seeing Christmas stuff, like I saw Christmas nutcrackers yesterday. Just absolutely wild. Like, no. But, you know, they do. And no, they are not, Brittany. They're just regular Prismacolors, but they were somebody's old Prismacolors that they got rid of, and they weren't kept very securely, so they're a little shattered inside. But we'll still make use of them. They're free Prismas. We'll make the use of them. I'm still grateful for them. Like, free Prismas. Who's gonna, you know, begrudge that? But I am just aware that some of them have very shattered cores. So we're going to go through them a lot quicker, sharpening them. We've got to do it in a certain knack to try and make sure that they don't break. You know, I'm still grateful that this person was like, yeah, take my old Prismas. I don't use them anymore. It's like, right, maybe? As back as playing with puppy. Cute. Got my head down while I get some mushrooms done. Do it, Yana. Do it, Yana. I trained myself not to buy mince pies. So you say mince pies and my brain immediately goes to mince beef pies, because that's what they are. It's like you say to somebody, "What, you want a mince pie?" We think you want a mince beef pie, which yeah, I would have issues not buying one of those too because I love a good mince pie. Christmas mince pies, however, you can take them or leave them. Meat pies though, oh my gosh. Yeah. Mince pies are I think they started in English. Like, they're very old, traditional, traditional desserts that are kind of served around Christmas time. So they are fruit mints. So it's usually sultanas, currants, raisins, other dried fruit that has been minced up to make a fruit mincemeat, and then it's heavily spiced with like cloves, cardamom. So it is a spicy fruit pie, but it's like fruit cake in a way, but in a pie, and quite strong. So it has a very specific flavor, and then it's covered in like a short crust pasty. Yeah, fruit, spices, and suet. Yeah, sweet fruit mince and pastry, basically. There are some other like modern interpretations of it, so we can get ones that are like got chocolate in it or got caramel or stuff like that. But basically they're little fruit pies. And yeah, so similar. It's not entirely similar to fruit cake, but it uses a lot of the same fruit and spices. Like, there is a similarity in the profile of the flavor. Yeah, it's a very old English, like, I'm pretty sure 1500s, even earlier. Very, very old recipe that's now very traditional. And of course, like New Zealand, for example, is part of the Commonwealth, so we do have mince pies here. Fruit mince, Christmas mince pies. We often call them Christmas mince pies because, of course, a mince pie here is mince beef in a gravy and is very savory. Yeah, they can be. They are. I think they're good, but I like cinnamon, spicy, fruity, but I can't eat a lot of them. I won't devour them. I'll have one. It also really depends on the pastry and how they're made and stuff like that. But yeah, they can be really good. They can be hit or miss for me, but it's personal taste. I know a lot of people that aren't a big fan of them. But yeah, personal preference. Like savory mince pies. Yeah. Again, though, that can also be hit or miss depending on like what type of mince pie it is and the filling and the pastry and stuff like that. So it's also hit or miss. But yeah, if you're in New Zealand and somebody says to you, "Or you want to go and get a pie," we're talking savory pies. We're not talking sweet pies. I'm the only one in my house that likes them, so I get to have them all. Exactly, Amy. And if you are the person that likes them, then awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that can be true about a lot of things, Brittany, but, you know, each their own. We also, as a reminder, don't qualify food as good or bad here. All food is good and fed is best. That is our motto here on the channel. We do not say good or bad. You can have things that you don't like because you don't like the flavor of. That is valid. But yeah, food is not good or bad. Food is neutral. I'm just putting that reminder out here. Food is neutral. I do love a good steak and kidney pie. I actually have not had steak and kidney pie. I'm not a big fan of kidney. But I just like plain mince. Plain mince pies are actually surprisingly hard to find sometimes, though, because everyone loves mince and cheese, but I really don't like the cheese that is often in mince and cheese pies. Yeah, I do love a good pepper steak pie. That is delicious. But again, I also really like pepper. So the great thing about food is that we live in a world with so much food and so much options that if you don't like something, it's quite alright. There's something else for you. Eat what you like. I don't like mac and cheese. You can eat mac and cheese for me if you like mac and cheese. Yeah. Food is best, especially Christmas cookies and fudge. I think there's such a nostalgia that comes with Christmas food as well that makes it taste better. It's the same with like certain holiday foods, or you know, like part of it I think is the nostalgia of the season that you're in. That's okay, Amanda. I do that. I am notorious at typing on my phone. I will always send through typos and all sorts of stuff. But hopefully hubby returns soon, and then you get to have all the delightful foods. Yeah. Thanksgiving is my birthday this year. Thanksgiving looks like I've seen photos of people's spreads and it looks really quite incredible. I think that would be a fun thing to experience once, like an actual Thanksgiving, but also seems like a lot of work, and I would feel very bad for the host and want to help them with all the cooking. But again, that seems like a holiday that's more just about sharing a meal. And like for my family, for Christmas isn't about, you know, gifts and stuff like that. It's about coming together for a meal and spending time together. So apart from the kids, because the kids are, you know, kids, we don't do gift giving. We just focus on having a time that we come together, share food, and enjoy each other's company. And we try to keep our food like relatively chill as well, because we are like, again, it's about coming together, so we don't want to focus on spending hours and hours prepping in the kitchen. So we do a lot of like easy prep stuff. And so that's what it kind of looks like to me as well. Yeah. It's a food holiday, have all the fixings. Yeah. Though every time I've talked to a couple of Amerigrains about what they're having, and Canadians about what they're having, mac and cheese seems to be a very common thing. And I'm like, but there's enough there. You can eat around it. It's like, it's fine. Alright, so we've got a little bit of a white highlight in the pink, but I haven't done like solid white like I did with the orange, just because it's so much more narrow. I'm going to give that a minute to dry, and then I'm actually going to work back over the top of that with the pink pencil, because it wouldn't be a clear white highlight like with this big orange bar here, because it's so narrow, but it will give us some lighter points to help bring out that glow. Turkey ham, mashed potato, green beans, casserole, and cranberry sauce. Yum. Honestly, mashed potatoes is some of my favorite food. And doesn't hurt the teeth. Like, carb of choice. I love mashed potatoes with a little bit of garlic in there as well, like garlic and herbs and We have no potatoes, I think. Do you know, I think we got a couple of potatoes, but I use a few of the potatoes in a beef stew. That will be lunch. We will be heating up more beef stew, using it up. Okay. I don't think the pink is quite as effective, but it was always going to be hard with this narrower path. But I still think we've got a little bit of the neon glow, like, and the main thing is I feel like it's a building. Like, I think we've got the building look, so I'm pleased with it. Again, we'll wait till we've got everything, and as we get more pink in here and bigger areas too, it'll make this read more as neon. It's just, it's such a small neon little area that we can't do it like we did the orange, you know? But I think it'll still work. Yeah, that's true as well. There's a lot of cultures where there are holidays that are also about having a good meal together, that I would also love to explore. Like, one of the things I've talked about, if I was ever lucky enough to win a lotto or to be in a position to do this, is I would love to do a round the world trip. But the point of the trip is to learn home cooking skills, like not go to restaurants or professional classes, to go to like the nonnas in Italy, and you know, your nana, your grands in the UK, and like visit grandma in the States and learn all these different home cooking recipes from around the world, like actually meeting people and cooking in homes and stuff like that. It would be an incredible experience, and learning how like genuinely people cook every day, not the restaurant food, how genuine people cook each day. It would just be absolutely incredible. Learning how to make an actual curry, and also like keep in mind, like curry in Asia, there's so many variations of curry. Like going to northern China and learning how to make a Szechuan curry properly in the Szechuan region versus going to, you know, Thai and learning a Thai curry, learning Japanese curry. So many different variations. Going to India and learning the variations of Indian curries. Thank you, Ashley. Honestly, best holiday dessert is still pavlova for me. I love pavlova. I never used to like it as a kid, but I've gotten, like, I enjoy it a lot more now. Purple. Pavlova is sort of like a meringue. It is it's made with egg whites and it's whipped up, and so sort of baked like a meringue. The outside is crispy, but the inside is marshmallowy and soft. And then we top it with fresh whipped cream and fruit, and it's quite delicious. Yeah. Yeah, so kind of like the meringue on a lemon meringue pie. saw pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts today. Wow. I have had very few Pop-Tarts. They are becoming more common though. I can find them on the shelf here. The Bluey episode about Pablo. I really need to watch Bluey. Yeah. Yes, that's a good way to do it. Also, thank you, Double A, for wording things better than I can and actually... Yeah. Thank you, Double A, for just being you. Honestly, I should just mod you. But yeah, I keep meaning to watch Bluey. I know Bluey is... Yeah. Words. I know words. Sweet potato pumpkin pies? Okay. Sweet potato and pumpkin pies is... Again, like... Over here, when we think of a pie, it's savoury, so... It took me a long time before I realised that when people are talking about a sweet potato pie, it is a dessert pie. My brain for a long time thought it was genuinely like a savoury vegetable pie. And I was like, this sounds actually quite nice. Like, I could get behind a savoury vegetable sweet potato pie, like a bit of sweet potato, a bit of caramelised onion, a couple of herbs, sort of like a mashed potato in a pie crust. Like, I could get behind that and just make a sweet potato instead. Like, yeah, that sounds really good to me. And then when I learned that it was a dessert and it was made sweet and it was actually a dessert pie, and I was like, I mean, you could get a savoury sweet potato pie. You probably could. You can get vegetarian savoury pies here that are filled with like potato and sweet potato and carrots and in a vegetable pie. I had pie for dinner last night. Good choice. Yeah, Paw Patrol I've seen a little bit of because Nibblings are into Paw Patrol, but they haven't mentioned Bluey yet. Maybe one day. It is? Okay, I don't like Peppa Pig. I find that voice annoying, but again, I haven't watched it, so yeah. Talking toddler cartoons. Now, cartoons can be good sometimes. Like, sometimes it can be fun to go back and watch. Like, I want to go back and watch all the kids' cartoons that I grew up watching that maybe... Like, again, watching back these things as an adult with 2025 lens is also going to, you know, like, I know, going back and watching some of those cartoons I grew up with, you'd watch back and go, 90s. Shouldn't have, but 90s. You got to watch it with that lens of now. But I wouldn't mind going back and watching, like, Hey Arnold, or I used to watch a lot of Doug. Scooby-Doo. I didn't watch a lot of Scooby-Doo. My brothers watched a little bit of Scooby-Doo. Rugrats, yes, I used to watch a lot of Rugrats. And I even had on DS the Rugrats game. Appa, yes. Wild Thornberries, oh my gosh, yes, that was another one. Was made aware Rugrats started in 1991. Yep. I still have the Wild Thornberry movie on DVD. Oh my goodness. Don't ask my spirit animal. Has anyone watched it? No, I have not. Oh. What? Again. thank you so much, Mandy and Amy. Appreciate that. I am going to have to take a break in a minute because I need to go to the bathroom. Okay, I think I'm happy with how that's progressing. Oh, it has been almost 2 hours, so it's a good moment to stop, take a break, go to the bathroom, and any other form of self-care that you might need to do. Meds, snack, water, stretch, all that good stuff. Yeah, let's do that, and we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, sorry that took a bit. The stray kitty cat turned up, so I just had to transfer Shadow's food, like the old food that he's rejected, and then we also... Let me reword that. I put some food down for Shadow this morning. He rejected it. It's been sitting there this whole time, which is why I was being annoying earlier. So I grabbed that bowl, and then I also put in the food that we feed the stray so that he doesn't eat the birds, and fed that to him. So it's taking care of that, and then putting down other food for Shadow. So he's now eating that happily because he got what he wanted in the end. And then, yeah, bathroom, where I managed to do the fun thing of knocking the toilet roll into the toilet. So was had to clean that up. So it took a whole minute. But we're back. Just have to laugh. Just have to laugh. How to use Posca pens for details? I'm not quite sure what you mean there. I shake them really good and I put them on the page. Are you meaning like how I'm using them for the details for the neon? Or like it depends to what effect I'm using them for? Like to outline stuff, to highlight stuff, or outline, because if you're outlining, you're just straight going around the edge. Just make sure you shake it really, really, really well. Use the fine tip if you want to find one. Shake it more than you think. If you're trying to highlight on an edge, then it's the edge that would get the brightest light, and usually I will do a section. Borrow this. So if I have a purple area, I have a blue area, and I want to create a highlight edge along the purple. So this is my highlight here. Paint pen often has like a really harsh finish, because it's like paint pen, then no paint pen. So we'll either dot it out at the edges to help smooth out the transition, or sometimes flick it out at the end so that it's less like harsh shop start. You can also very carefully work back over the top once the paint pen is dried and settled down. But yeah, one of the things I notice a lot about paint pens is when you put it down, you've got a very harsh start and stop. So yeah, just play around, dot it on, dab it off. Great thing about paint pen is you can kind of scratch it off if you need to. So try it out. Don't like it, scratch it off. Well done, Mana. Sounds like you did a lot of stuff, but sorry about your ankle. But yes, do put it up and relax. ... You're correct, double A. Never deny the power of ... Dab, dab, dab. Again, 90% of what I do, ... Dab, dab, dab. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. Like, we'll carry on. I think we'll carry on with this side now. So we've got a whole new side to begin with. And we've still got these little ones back here as well. Which I'm going to try and pull off this effect in the middle here where it's like really obscured. But I think I might need to do the ground for part of that too, because it looks like there's almost like a fog coming up off the ground. That's future Amy's problem to work out. I'll say I'm really shaky. Ugh, my hands smell like cat food. It's gross. I did wash my hands, just... I always swear I could smell cat food after I've opened cat food. It's the same when Shadow comes by, it just smells like cat food to me all the time. Okay, so actually before we start working on anything, let's figure out our colours. Do we keep our orange consistent? Actually, that's what I was going to do. I was going to work around here a little bit more. Just amplify that orange glow. I got noms now. Ooh, good on you. Oh, another broken core. Hopefully that was just an over sharpen and not a broken core. Right, do I do the dots the same and the channels the same, or do I mix up the colorways? If it is consistent, then it does give me credence to use the exact same color palette over here, because it will be the pinks, purples, and blues with the the pinks, the orange, but in little sections. It would give me credence to use the same colors, which would help with the keeping the planet consistent, which is what I do like. He can be anything, but we can do the same color background. Go with the same colors there. And then we've got this city, but then we've also got it. We can play around with that. So that could be different because it's organic, and then that's where we can really make the light pollution look strong. It's going to be fun. This whole planet's going to be so challenging. Yeah, I think we will keep it consistent. So that means your orange. So much pink. So much pink. So much more pink on the side. Pink. There's a little one there. That one there. Oh. Oh, back. Do I make that a glowy floaty? It looks like it's floating. Like you see the underside of it, so this feels like it's floating. So like, maybe I should make that. Actually, I can make that neon blue because I did that little neon blue strip over here, so we could do that. We'll make that a neon blue, which is basically just all the light blues. Real easy. Ooh, I just went for a walk. Oh. Sorry, I'm starting to get into my zone out happy spot. Getting into the zone. It is cool as this comes together and seeing more and more of it form. Sounds good, Yana. I have got to stop shrimping. Oh. Oh. Alright, I might need to stand up again. Oh. I might. Yeah, Cassie, I might. It's not necessarily a nap time, but it might be I need to go and actually lie on the bed because we're actually having a few back spasms. And sitting at the desk is not helpful when I do this. So when it gets like this, the only treatment for it is for me to go and either stand up for ages, which depending on my ankle and knee abilities on the day is semi-feasible, or go and lie down on the bed so I'm like flat instead of sitting, because we are feeling a bit spasmy on the back, and it's not settling, so that's probably a sign that we are, as much as I want to keep pushing through and get more of this done, we gotta listen to our body. It's okay if we don't complete it today. It was going to be a long shot to complete it today. At least we got a bit done and kind of nailed down some of our process for it, which is a start. Yeah, nah, it's spasming right up my neck, so I'm going to have to go and lie down and do some recovery, because you know, self-care is wonderful. You got to look after yourself. So if your body is telling you to go and do some self-care, go and do some self-care. And that skylight blue just broke again. At least it'll give us some opportunity for me to place order to get replacement Prismas, and we won't run out of Prismas because it won't be the weekend and things will ship and we can actually get the pencils. But yeah, we will see how we go on Tuesday, how I'm feeling. Hopefully this back settles by then. It has its days. It's just having a day, you know? But make sure you look after yourself, and we will hopefully see you again on Tuesday. It may also be some random game streams. I'll see how I feel. But yeah, basically we're going to look after ourselves, and I hope you'll look after yourself too. Make sure, you know, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being you. So look after yourself and take care so that we can see you again at some point. Keep on coloring. Have a good time zone, everybody.